Today, we're going to talk about asking the universe, using divine guidance to grow your potential. I am your host, Leah Demla, and you are listening to the Oracle on Purpose podcast, where we help intentional leaders clarify their purpose and next steps to create a work and life of significance. Do you ever find yourself paralyzed by the fear of making a wrong choice? You're a smart, talented, professional leader, and suddenly you seize up, right? A choice to move forward towards your next big vision is looming, and you're waiting to decide whether it's a yes or a no. And you might find yourself, tossing and turning at night, or slinking off to binge watch Netflix, or stand in front of the refrigerator and snack endlessly and mindlessly. Maybe even you notice that you're drinking more than you used to, or some other form of distraction, whatever it takes, right, to avoid making that choice. Anything you can do to keep from having to sit quietly and choose. First, if this sounds like anything vaguely like what you're going through, I want you to know I've gone through that. Everyone I've known has gone through that as successful leaders. And really, the angst you're feeling has been felt by every living being who's chosen to grow. Right? There's that energy that starts moving inside of us that feels anxious. But whether it's the caterpillar shifting from cocoon to butterfly, or the acorn, right, giving way to the mighty oak, and or the employee transforming from frustrated cog to purpose-driven leader, first must come the letting go of the known. Releasing all thoughts about what used to be. That's what transformation is. Now, what is the risk of staying small? In all cases, it is nothing short of a slow and painful death. The very force that created you is just that. It's a force, an ever-growing, energetic movement of change. And just like the stagnant pond, when such energy is blocked, it becomes sour, foul, maybe even poisonous, until everything that once was alive and thriving inside of it dies. Now, the cynic might say, we all die. And of course, that's true. However, we're all born to live, right? We're born to live our lives fully. And however, those who master the skill of seeking and following divine guidance know that the power of a life lived fully between both ends is the goal, right? To bring to each day a passion for the experiences and opportunities that meet us at every turn, and to embrace the power of free will and joyously be alive in every choice we make. And all you have to do is ask the universe. It's true. Right now, you can use divine guidance to grow your potential. The trick is, once you do, you must be the one to take action. You need to take action on the guidance that you're given. Remember this, the universe doesn't happen to you, right? The universe happens through you. You are the tool of creation, and you are here on purpose. So, just like a client of mine who I just recently heard share something on social media, we'll call her Kathy. She came to me completely distraught. And she had recently shared, like I said, on social media that 3 years ago, so it was about 3 years ago, 3 years ago today, I was part of a huge corporate layoff from my full-time job, where I dedicated 15 plus years, and the very next day they called and asked me to come back. I contemplated, but in the end I said no. I was scared, but I knew that I couldn't go I couldn't grow without taking risks. Up until that day, I was running 2 businesses while still holding my position at my corporate job. I don't know how I did that for so long. I eventually let go of one job, one business, which was a tough decision, but it allowed me to be 100% focused on mine and my husband's business. She goes on to say, I am so thankful I did. Each year, our business has grown. Every month, we do better than the previous year. And we aren't even at full capacity. She has shared this on social media, and I had reached out to congratulate her on her achievements, right? Because she said, it's been a wild ride the past 3 years, but today I am so glad I said no thanks to going back to the corporate job and that I took the risk. And when I reached out to say congratulations, she followed up really quickly with a message back. And I love that because I think that this is one of those things where you don't really notice until you look in hindsight, right? She said, you helped me in making that decision to let go of the first business, so thank you. Which is why I'm so passionate about helping people find and follow their unique life purpose. After 25 years of watching people step away from meaningless work to explore their true gifts and bring greater joy to the world through their purpose, I absolutely know that the universe is on our side. The universe loves you. It supports you. It wants you to win. That's the whole purpose. So let's have a little fun, all right? Consider it an experiment, if you will. One, actually, that can prove to change your life for good. So it's well worth trying. Ready? Okay, here it goes. Take out a piece of paper and a pen and first answer this question. What do you want? Write it down as clearly as you can. What do you really want? Next, just take a moment and sit quietly. Then ask this question. What one thing must I do next to get it? Okay, so here's where you're going to need a little faith. Remember, it's just an experiment, and the worst thing that could happen is that it just might work. So whatever comes as you're sitting there, write that down next to your answer to question number 1. Write it down. This last step is the real kicker. That's the leap of faith you need to take to get what you want. That's the leap of faith you need to take. So the real question is, will you do it? Remember, successful people aren't afraid of the process. They know that that is the missing piece of the puzzle. In fact, it's the real reason the secret will leave 99% of the people who try to follow it broke or unhappy. You see, without action, the vision is useless and your purpose cannot be fulfilled. It's time for you to decide. How bad do you really want it? Will you do whatever it takes to get it? Remember, all you need to do is focus on the one next thing. The universe will guide you to the next one after that. I challenge you to share your results. Whatever they are, share them in the comments. So now it's your turn. Figure out what you really want. Ask the universe what you need to do next, and then go out and do it. Thanks for tuning in to the Oracle on Purpose show. If you found value in this episode, we'd appreciate you leaving a comment. Also, you can subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't yet. If you'd like to get clear on your highest vision and next steps, go to oracleonpurpose.com. See you next week.